The name of the shared sign is The Call. I was on my first plane ride after her passing and kept looking out of the window, not understanding why this was happening to us. She was not supposed to leave us this early. But in all my grief, I just wanted to find out that she was okay, but I knew there was no way I would know, and that made that plane ride a very long one. After we landed, and still in a daze, I walked to my car and turned my cell phone on. It showed a missed call, and when I looked to find out who had tried to call me, it showed her cell phone number. I knew she was okay.
The name of this shared sign is The Doors. I was at a church gathering last night on the subject of grief. I still cannot accept the fact that he has been gone now for several years, and I am still in pain. As all this was going through my head, I heard the large door behind me open, but when I looked back, it closed by itself, and there was no one there. Okay, it must be the air. However, a couple of minutes later, the other door to my right then opened up slowly as if someone was coming in, but again, there was no one there. We were on the second floor with no windows or doors open, so there was no wind or gusts of air. Then, I felt his presence right beside me. The hairs on my arm stood up, and I knew. It was him. He used to have the bad habit of just walking into rooms without knocking, and every time I would call him on it, he would close the door, and then open it again and come in. He was there to tell me that I was at the right place this Friday night.
The name of this shared sign is The Briefcase. Mom's death was unexpected, and due to a mistake by the hospital staff. Even though I warned them that something was not right, that her coloring was white, and that she was screaming with pain, they told me over and over that it was okay, that she was just depressed. She wasn't, she was bleeding internally, and she died from that. I could not sleep, and barely function. I had not been a believer in the mediums that claim to talk with the dead, but I was so desperate that I went to one in Los Angeles at the suggestion of a friend. Prior to going to my session with the medium, I had a conversation with Mom, and told her, if this is real, I will need some sign from you that it is. She did believe in all this, and would often try to get me to go, but I would refuse. I took an object from her, and put it in my briefcase, out of sight of the medium. A few minutes into the session, the medium tells me that she keeps saying something about a dog. Did you have a dog? Do you have a dog now? She is very animate about this dog. Then I knew. I told the medium that no, we did not have a dog, and I do not have a dog, but then leaned down to my briefcase, opened, and took out a stuffed dog that Mom had given to me when I was a young boy, and I still carried with me to this date. That was the dog. Mom was okay and was sending me a sign she knew I would believe. The shared signs here are from online community members, website and app users, and participants in my Grief Angels open virtual grief support groups. If you would like to share a sign, please visit the Shared Signs section of the My Grief Angels website, mygriefangels.org.my. Grief Angels is a welcoming, inclusive and non-denominational online grief support community for and by people grieving the loss of loved ones. For more information on the many free services and resources for people grieving loved ones, including open virtual peer-led grief support groups by type of loss experienced, please visit the mygriefangels.org website.